Boom, boom, boom. Hi. Getting started. Going live in my places. I'm making posts. And that all looks good. Hello there. I am answering your questions in just a tiny moment. My screen, see, there we go. My screen was a little dark, but now it's better. Hope everybody's having a good day. I did stream the other day, but I haven't really done a full-on stream in a little bit. So if you haven't been here before, people ask me all kinds of nerdy questions. For example, questions about computers, or like sometimes political questions, like about ancient warfare that I don't know about. I did take an ancient warfare class, actually. You can ask me about Latin language. I studied that once upon a time. Let me do a little, yeah, there we go. Appropriate level of brightness now. So, sorry. Just thinking about something. I'm gonna move my chair slightly. Also, I like this robe, but I don't need to wear it. There we go. I'm drinking some lime, very green beverage. Because it's that kind of morning. I figured out at some point that it's a lot easier to focus when you've got a drink in your hand. Anyway, I've been played this game called Impulse today. That was pretty neat, like EMPULSE. I was running on the walls and all kinds of stuff like that. You could play that game, maybe. It's $15. There's not too much to it, but yeah, it's alright. Definitely fun to run around. I like an expressive movement game where I can be jumping and you can throw a bomb on the ground and the bomb makes you run faster. That's a pretty cool thing. Let me mess up my camera slightly. Sorry. There we go. It's like you can't see my bottom half, but you could. Got my hanging Link in the background. He's just hanging around. You can, yeah. See him? That's a backpack. I've been doing some stuff. Hey, it's a person. I sent you a DBL friend request. So the ball's in your court. Great. Really good. You added me. Cool. Bringing people together. Another idle game for me to play. It's not idle, but it's a lot of like tap the card. I'm talking about Dragon Ball Legends, which is a mobile game. It's like tap the card. Okay, now tap another card. Now keep tapping the ones with Dragon Balls on them. And don't get hit. Not getting hit is a little bit harder, I guess, than it. I'm maybe making it out to be. You're just poking the things as they pop up until it says Rising Rage, some kind of attack. And then, yeah, you both use it at the same time and then it's done. I'm sure there's skill when you get into PvP. I'm seeing the skill because playing like the co-op, it's funny. Like we're a raw efficiency machine, but I can see what other people are doing and learn the most efficient way to play. So it's pretty cool actually that They encourage you to team up with people right away. That's my cat. Thank you. Oh, the chat's not the TikTok chat's not there. Maybe I need to reconnect it. I'm trying a new setup, kind of. There it is. Okay. Sorry, I was talking about the Twitch stream. It looks a little dead in here if I don't do that. You gave your kitty a bath. Oh, that sounds scary. I never do that to my cats, but yeah, word to you for keeping that cat clean. Not every cat can do it for themselves. Yeah, that sounds horrifying. Do you cut your cat's claws? That seems like something you should do if you gotta give them a bath too. Yeah, there is a lot to Dragon Ball Legends as far as the teams. I'm getting duplicates of cards, and then they're getting powers. I've got 10 Gokus now. Whenever I've got another Goku or like a Gohan on the team, like they'll get a boost, and then that just goes like fold over and over and over to the point where you've got to stack like 21 characters. I got the most optimal team. They've all got these bonuses. And a lot of it isn't necessary, it seems, but it is fun. And sometimes I hit a wall and I'm like, okay, time to try to break what's happening here, or throw some of the infinite resources that they're giving me towards leveling up. Yeah, not a bad game. It's not a terrible game. I've played a lot worse. If anybody's got any questions, I would love some questions. Fire Hair, thank you. I shampooed today. I shampoo every other day, and I condition when I shampoo. I tie it up in a towel when I get out of the shower, just for a short amount of time. And then I take it down and put some product in it, and I comb the product through, and then do the scrunchy curly girl thing, like this. If you look up curly girl, you'll kind of know what I do with my hair. Yeah, there was a lot of reading in Dragon Ball Legends. You're right. That's, if anything, that's the problem that I have. Like, it's a lot of that stuff is like just hidden behind a menu. It's like, okay, I gotta long press this thing again and poke this to look at it. I wish that info was just like, they have like a weird recommendation menu that shows a couple characters that they think will work best, but it seems like a really opinionated thing. I mean, and it's allowed to be. The game makers made it. They're allowed to be opinionated in their recommendation in their recommendation engine. But yeah, I wish that stuff surfaced a little easier than just seeing number go up. You texted your ex, Mochi. Uh-oh. You don't feel good about that? Why is that? Do you not keep in contact with them? I don't keep up with my exes, so I can't say that I'm any different, but if you're trying not to text that person, yeah, make sure their number's not in your phone. Personally, I don't really remember people's phone numbers like I did when I was a kid, so, if you lose the number, you've really lost it. You really have to make an effort to get it back. Yeah. Otherwise, I've been playing, what have I been playing? I've been playing Marathon again. I've been getting really mad. If you play Marathon and you see me, I guess you won't know my username, but if you saw me, I will definitely tell you to F off or eat some poop if you take me down. That's a guarantee. I was just telling my partner it's a great way for me to practice yelling, because I don't really yell very much. I don't raise my voice. It's just one of those things, like, I don't know if like I've got air in my lungs. I can yell. I'm not going to demonstrate, but actually I could maybe demonstrate real quick. One moment. There. Did you hear that? I yelled. Aaron asked, how do I make Ultimate Champ in Clash Royale? I don't really like Clash Royale, actually. I think I've downloaded it maybe once. You could spend money. I don't recommend that. That advice will definitely work. Sorry. Sorry, I don't have any advice other than spend money. But no matter what the game is, I know that advice will be appropriate. No matter what like the mobile Clash Royale archetype game is, at least. There's an idle game that I play, and like you could pay your way through any of it, and it's multiplayer, and I don't pay any money. I just suffer through it. You've already maxed out your cards, so you're in the strategy kind of phase. I'd say there's probably a lot of YouTube videos explaining how you could achieve that. Shayed is asking if I would promote your game if I like it. I will talk about it. I'm kind of a journalist, so I don't do promos, but yeah, if you send it to me, I will look at it. Sure. Aaron says that they're low skilled at Clash Royale. Well, I don't know how you're going to hit Ultimate Champ then. I'm assuming that's like a ranking point. It takes diligence to get that far. Some natural talent, but mostly practice and diligence. And money. Yeah. You're somewhat of a scientist. Yeah, gotta experiment. A real partnership. Yeah, without actually playing the game, I can't promise anything, just because my opinion's kind of sacred. I'm not trying to be like pretentious about it. I just nobody's ever asked me that before. But I wanted to be a game reviewer at one point. Just send me a DM. I mostly like just if you let me play it, then I can give you some feedback and maybe I'll talk about it. Sounds good. I watched a show that maybe you've heard of. It's called The Amazing Digital Circus. If you're a millennial like me, you should probably watch that. Just it seems like it's a pretty safe recommendation, I think. There's nothing green you would drink, Aaron. Mountain Dew's kind of green. You ever seen Baja Blast? That's kind of greenish. A lot of people drink that. But it's just powder. I don't know what the coloring is. I assume some of the colorings in these drink mixes are not great. Too much Jack's. Yeah, the Jack stuff's a little bit overdone. I appreciate like the subtext that came through in the end, but yeah, it had a lot of interesting characters. I don't want to like get too into it, but yeah, I just appreciated it from a lot of different angles, and even some of it I looked at and I was like, this is like that like GameCube beta stuff Nintendo put out, like weird homages to like Mario and things. I appreciated a lot of the references, I guess you could say. I felt like a mark for that. Someone said God loves you. Okay. I'm glad you believe that. I definitely prefer that over the alternative. Get into it. Why are there kids at the movies watching that? It's a parental guidance thing. I don't know. I would maybe take my kid to that. It really depends how precocious they are. You're right that it is pretty... There were some mature themes. I would definitely... Like, some of that stuff's going to go over a kid's head. I know this because, like, I was a kid. There's a lot that I didn't realize when I was young. But maybe every kid's more precocious now. It's very possible. I was like, on the internet, though, when I was, like, 9 years old. So, like, younger than that. Yeah, it's definitely, like, it probably would have been better if it didn't, like, escape that bubble and become, like, a thing with kids. That would definitely have been ideal, but it's a cool thing, independent of that. I know it's based on like I have no mouth and I can't scream. I've never read that, but I kind of want to now. I think I'm on the internet. Aaron says it's nothing compared to kids nowadays. You're probably right. Probably right. Yeah, it's a lot different, but like I had fairly unrestricted access. My parents like maybe had an inkling that they thought they were keeping me reined in, but it wasn't really like that. Any walls that they put up I could have taken down. I suppose they never really did. It's interesting to think about now, though. I was on GameFAQs, like message boards when I was young, not even a teenager, so like not even allowed to have an account. I was getting banned for being underage, even though I wasn't at one point. I just was talking about like the simulation game, and I was like, "Oh, I'm X years old, and I'm from this place," and they were like, "Well, you're underage, then like you're banned." Somebody reported that. I know now that was definitely a person just being like, "This, I don't like this user. We'll get them banned." I was naughty. I mean, yeah, in a certain context, you could definitely call me naughty. Yeah, that's just funny. If anybody's also hanging around, like I will take nerdy questions. I'd love to answer some questions. Sorry, just poking levers. Do I watch anime? Yes. I watched Witch Hat Atelier recently. That was very sweet. Kiefer is pretty cool. And I've been watching One Piece for a while. I reached episode 200 the other day. These episodes, they were like, their ship fell out of the sky and landed right in the middle of a military base, which is a pretty funny premise. And of course they're going to get out of it, like, no problem. If Luffy's just saying that, like, oh, like, you can't stop us from getting out of here. Like, how could they stop us? Yeah, Johnny, right after the Sky Island arc. That was interesting, the way they literally went to heaven. And they met God, and he was like, "What's up? I'm your ally now. I love you, pirates." He seemed like a decent guy. Maybe kind of doing a white man's burden thing, especially when people with darker skin shot up from the yeah, I don't want to get into that, but best filler arc, you consider it? Oh, the like fortress thing is filler? Maybe. Hi, Leah. Yeah, I don't have to say. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what they mean about One Piece when they said God doesn't make mistakes. Like, I don't think he ever said that he didn't make mistakes. In fact, he, in the show, like, he readily admitted to some things that he did wrong. So, I don't really know what you mean. He is a sorry dude, though. Yeah, but I like One Piece a lot. I like that stretchy boy doing his gum mischief. M&M. I have some peanut M&Ms. Pause? What are you pausing? Oh! I never put that together. He's supposed to look like Eminem. Like I've caught all the other references. Huh. Yeah, it's not that. It's not okay. Yeah, I guess it's about as close as any of the other references they've done. Yeah, when the professor from Back to the Future showed up, I was like, okay, this one's pretty out there. Morty. Like, yeah, it's kind of not spoiled these days. It's just the context has changed. Like, people will be more like, why is Rick from Rick and Morty here? As a millennial, it's my job to bridge that gap and say it's actually the Back to the Future guy. It's that what you're saying is an anachronism. Yeah, Rick and Morty's still going. I hear the comic's good. I don't really hear anything about the show though. But I'm a comic fan. So I've been reading some good comics. Superboy last week was really, really good. Alright, Superman, but right now it's got Superboy Prime starring in it. And there are some meta hijinks going on. He's moving through comics. Absolute Wonder Woman. Yeah, really good. I read that last week. Yeah, that cheetah stuff's pretty messed up. Wonder Woman burying her childhood pets. Sucks. Yeah, I like Absolute Wonder Woman, though. Thank you, Kevin. Absolute Batman's my favorite, though. Absolute Green Arrow's been pretty good. I love the Absolute stuff, though. Absolute Martian Manhunter, fantastic. Denise Camp is the master. Denise Camp and like Grant Morrison, Jonathan Hickman, those are like my three writers I really like. What do I think about the Absolute Batman animated series? I think that it's an incredible idea. It's something that I dreamed about before they announced it and thought, man, wouldn't that be cool? But they're not going to do that, like not yet. But they are actually doing it. And the artist, Nick Dragota, is even a producer on the show. So I kind of trust that they're going to try to do something with his sort of art style. At least I really hope so, because I think it'll translate really well to like maybe even like an anime style, because he's kind of got like a manga thing going on a little bit. So yeah, I'm extremely excited for that. Not having really watched any of the DC animated stuff before, like that's something I will watch as soon as it comes out, just because I love Absolute Batman. Books. I read a lot of Hercule Poirot books, and I've read a lot of like nonfiction about video games and like making a video game and the industry and stuff. I have not watched Young Justice. I think that's that like, yeah, I haven't really watched any of them. Warhammer. A lot of trans people love Warhammer. I yeah. Seems like a difficult game, and there's a lot of painting. My motor skills are not great. My hands are shaky. So, if I could like 3D print some cool Warhammer figures and not really paint them, maybe that would be ideal. I have a 3D printer. I've had some ideas lately, but I wanted to print some Amazing Digital Circus stuff because I thought that would be cool. Really, I might just go get a little plush Pomni because she's cute. But yeah, Warhammer, I don't even know where I'd start. I haven't really played the video games or anything. 3D printing is not illegal. I don't know who told you that. I bought one from the store. But mostly I've just printed stuff. Like, I did print a cool fidget, like a fidget spinner. It was all like one piece, just printed like a solid, like layer by layer. I didn't have to put it together, and then it just worked. It spun. It was pretty cool. Span. It's spannered. It's spanged. If I keep going, I'll probably say something like obscene. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. We got any more nerdy questions, like video games? I can talk your ear off about. From the country? What do you mean by from the country? like out west, like the prairie? No, if that's the question. The South? No. No, I'm not. Is my hair giving like Southern somehow? What's my opinion on Harley riders? I don't know. Motorcycles aren't my thing. If they're being loud and obnoxious, I guess that's annoying. Cosby, I don't know what you're talking about. What has gone so bad? Yeah. Got nothing against people who own a Harley. Unless you're like revving it outside my house in the morning. The world's pretty messed up. That's why I'm trying to help people. Do what I can. Do I like video games? I play a lot of video games, yes. Do I play Rivals? I have played it. I don't currently play it. But it was fine. They haven't put anything in it since they added Mr. Fantastic. I don't think I've played it. I've played more Overwatch for sure, just over span of time. Helldivers 2, I have not played it. Yeah, it was early on. And Rivals. If they'd added more like Ultimate Universe stuff, maybe I would have bought some skins, but all they really added was the maker. Because I read all the, Ultimate's wrapped up. Like Ultimate Universe. That was the other comic thing that I've been reading. I was satisfied. If anything, it was more open-ended than I thought it would be. I thought maybe they would be more definitive about it. Did I know that, is that really how Galacta came about? I have to look into that. It's not that I don't believe that that's a storyline that could happen. It's just I don't think it's likely that that's how they're justifying it over at Marvel right now. Aaron says Ultimate Spider-Man was the only good thing to come out of Marvel Ultimate Universe, like the new Ultimate Universe. I disagree. I liked Ultimate X-Men, and I liked Ultimates. Denise Camp did some cool stuff, but in some ways it like, I don't know. Ultimates, I liked the Ultimates, like the book, the Ultimates, though. I don't want to talk about Ultimate Black Panther or Ultimate Wolverine, though. Those, yeah. Better less said. Do I play Magic, is the question. I have played Magic. I've got a Magic deck here somewhere. But it's not, like, fancy or anything. I just got some random cards, really. I did like a tournament where they gave us a bunch of boosters. I know there's a word for that. And then, when I used to trade video games online, one time someone accidentally sent me a bunch of Magic cards. So I do actually have a bunch of Magic cards that I guess I could turn into a deck, but none of them are like good cards. It was just a bunch of like land and, you know. It was easy to tell that there was nothing actually rare in there. Yeah, it was a draft. My appeal. Please stop viewing. Please stop going on 4chan. That's my advice for you. Yu-Gi-Oh! I played sorry, Belligerent Tortoise, you say a tapeworm became Galacta? Is that true? Or are you messing with me? It was a tapeworm. Okay, I could believe that, like, it was a tapeworm that was so influenced by Galactus that it became, like, a Galacta. That's cool. Yeah, so I played Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was a kid. I left my deck out in the rain one day. That was really sad. I didn't play Yu-Gi-Oh! After that. I played, like, I guess I played the Game Boy games since. Those were still fun. Do I think DC Comics can make a comeback? I don't think they need to make a comeback because they're like way on top. If you look at the sales numbers, where they're at with movies right now, I mean, Marvel's going to make a comeback with the movies soon, maybe, but no, too edgy. Like, oh, you're saying DC is too edgy? Well, like the Absolute Universe, those are selling really well. Like, and as far as just like the output, the DC books as of late have just been better. I can tell you, I've read a lot of them. Sure, Supergirl overpromised, probably. I hear that next Superman will probably be good. Yeah, I don't know. The movies don't concern me as much, honestly. You think the New 52 was a damper? I don't know. Yeah, the way things are seems pretty loose. I think that they have a lot of affordances now that they're playing with in a cool way. But if you've been reading longer than I have, I understand that you've got a different outlook on it. What's up, Bird? Appreciate the follows. You got any questions for me? Oh, thank you for the award. That's sweet of you. How am I doing today? I'm great. Belligerent Tortoise asks, have I ever considered motorcycles or cars in general? Vroom vroom makes me happy. Okay, so you're one of the people with the Harley that's revving it? I like playing... I've been playing Forza Horizon. That's a cool game with virtual cars, but my real car like has some problems, and I worry that it'll kill me if I don't take care of it right. So real cars kind of scare me. But if that's your thing, like, please don't let me yuck your yum. I can respect the car, the want for vroom vroom. You're a Suzuki stan. Okay. There's a lot of things that I can't say on TikTok. Don't fixate on that. I try. How do you pass your opponent's guard in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? You gotta apply pressure in the right spot. I don't exactly know. I'm not a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu expert. I've watched UFC matches before, so I definitely have seen Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu done. And I played as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighters in video games, but I couldn't tell you how to do that. Sorry. Oil. Lots of oil will save my car. That and avoid bad gas. Okay, good to know. Am I a king man? What kind of king? Oh, Tekken? I don't have a main in Tekken. I don't know who my main would be. I've played it as of late, but just like I'm gonna play through arcade mode with Jin. Yeah, I don't really have a main. For a minute, I thought you meant like King DDD. King DDD. I played a good King. I do still have a good King DDD in Smash Ultimate. I don't even know what that kick or bark. Oh, how to pass the opponent's card. Yeah, that would probably work if you could do it. How do you survive sparring against the heavyweight guy? I would say don't fight the heavyweight guy. Don't spar with the heavyweight guy, actually. That's my advice. King K. Rool. Yeah, I'm not a K. Rool main, but I respect a good K. Rool. Tortoise, be nice. Anyway, if anybody's got nerdy questions, I guess I'm not a Brazilian jiu-jitsu nerd. I'm sorry, I'm not a Gracie guy, but at least I know what you're talking about. How do you rocket jump in Team Fortress 2? You aim at your feet, jump, and crouch while you're in the air, and then shoot. And the place where you shoot beneath your feet will influence the direction that you are launched up into. I was more of a demo man person. I did a lot of sticky bomb jumping. I haven't played Team Fortress in quite a while. I've played Surf though. There's a good like surfing client on Steam now. I forget what it's called. But if you don't know what surfing is, like look up Counter-Strike Surf, Team Fortress Surf. Very fun stuff. If you want to twist your mouse and zoom around random pipes and stuff and do speed runs, how fast you can get through it. It's difficult though. Learning it, it's kind of opaque how to do it. If it doesn't click with you, you'll have trouble. Is that an assertion about me, Aaron? Do you think I pick up a lot of games but I don't really stick with them? Or you're just saying in general that's something that you do? I can understand that. But if you mean me, like I tend to finish stuff more than I don't. But I do leave some things unfinished, but usually I have a good reason for that. Well, actually, no. Sometimes I have a good reason for that, but not always. Yeah, someone mentioned Forza Horizon earlier, or I mentioned it, and someone said it's base. Yeah, that's very nice. Simple game. Reminds me of back when we had monoculture. Voodoo Blood says, do I know who Howard Stern is? Yes. And I also know the next thing you're going to say. You're going to say that I look like Howard Stern. Where to read free DC Comics, Aaron? I couldn't say. I don't know where you would go to read free comics online. But very attractive. Okay, thank you, Sonny D. I don't look like Howard Stern that much. His hair, he has much tighter curls in his hair. People say Weird Al too. Like he's got tighter curls than I do. It's like the face shape and such. I definitely didn't hear that when I was younger. So the hair does a lot. Yeah, if people think I look like that, I don't care. Like it just shows like what the kind of things they look at, and as far as a person's features. I don't think Weird Al's an unattractive person though. I think I have to say that because people say I look like him. But what's my cat's name? That cat is Lulu. My other cat is Estelle. Howard's too pointy. Yeah, he is kind of pointy. Also, I'm pretty sure he was like an asshole, but yeah, I don't want to get into that. radio hosts. Not a lot of good ones from back in the day. Stick to podcasts. Terrestrial radio is kind of satellite radio. Voodoo Blood says, I gotta be really lonely to be on TikTok like this. Yeah, you don't really... I hope you grow up someday and realize that the people that you see on a screen are real. Is that your girlfriend? Where is she? I don't have any. Well, I have a partner, but... Voodoo, you don't understand. You don't understand. You know, there are links in my profile through which I make money. If you would believe that the streaming directs people to my business and such, and freelance opportunities, like that is a thing. Some people just meet me and they're like, you're well spoken, like, yeah. Voodoo Blood, I don't like this. You're gone. You're trying to do a bit, holier than thou bit. I don't want you around. It's not amusing me. When trolls amuse me, it's great. Yes, to the Shadow Realm. It's time. It's not time to duel. Duel extended. I scared you. I'm sorry. I do not mean to be scary. I go out of my way to be non-threatening, actually. So, sorry that I scared you. Oh, the cat's kind of scary? Yeah, maybe she's a little scary. That's just your spooky face. She's got a funny face all the time. She's probably downstairs making a funny face right now because she hears me talking in my cat voice. Hello? Luna? She won't come up here though. It's too bad. My cat Estelle will come up here when she's hungry, but Luna will just stare at me through the doorway. I will say that guy was teasing me about me streaming in the middle of the day, but things are pretty slow today. Tuesday is not really prime time, it seems. That's okay. I'm also on Twitch and YouTube if you're hanging out and you'd rather watch me elsewhere. Helping me get off TikTok. It does help me get away from the trolls, so you're definitely supporting me by following me there and watching me there instead. But don't tell TikTok I said that. I know they're like listening, but hopefully they're not actively parsing. Yeah, they are kind of. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Anybody got any questions? Their AI. Yeah, their AI definitely can. I know that. They can definitely parse every single stream for the words that you're saying for sure. My thoughts on AI, the data centers are poison for the earth. I think we need to stop now. We don't need to keep scaling it because once we hit scale, there won't be enough demand for use. It's very speculative. It was the same deal with Bitcoin and crypto, and then it got scaled up, and now we're kind of stuck with it because they already spent all those resources on it. But it doesn't have to be that way with AI and the data centers especially. We can just stop now, and it'll be fine. Usage and adoption, it won't be like that's a they want to put them in space. Yeah, of course they do. But to get them into space, there's a whole bunch of other stuff we have to do first, and they're gonna say we need the data centers on Earth so that we can make the one in space, and so on and so forth. Yeah, it's all kind of not a scam, but it's annoying. And plus the intellectual property theft, like my music's been in training data sets that have been used to train Suno and Udio. So I've been a victim of AI training. Have I played these games before? What games? Thank you, Miss Strawberry. Yeah, but yeah, with like putting them in space, like they were going to put crypto miners like underwater, and they said that like the thermal like heat transfer was going to be able to fuel the whole mine. Like we don't have to use any extra energy to fuel it, and it was all going to be self-sustaining, and it was going to pave the way for all this AI like to do it clean. But that didn't happen. It's not sustainable or possible without like the whole world investing in it. It takes all these resources, and they're like, okay, so everybody will just buy in. But that's not how the world works. Unless it's like the COVID vaccine, for instance. Like that's not how the world works. Yeah, I played these games before. Like Aaron, yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, it's very much like the crypto code playbook. And this is different. It's not the same. There's more utility to AI, but there's more theft. There's more ethical issues, like beyond the environmental cost. Thank you, Vanessa. It is the last day of Pride Month. I did want to stream for the last day of Pride Month, to be honest. If you go on my Twitch channel, I got a little rainbow here. Have I played FNAF? Yeah, I played FNAF. I've even played TRTF. But yeah, the AI tools that exist, it sucks that we have them. I am guilty of laughing at some really absurd images from time to time, but they definitely do not justify the data center expansion and all that, and they don't justify the ongoing use of them to just subvert all of our artists to just like give them a big like screw you. It's not good. So I'm not training these things. I'm not abiding by it. Like I'm saying, don't. It's like smoking a cigarette. Like it's not good for you to do. I don't have a specific favorite in the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. No, I'm sorry. I probably played the second one. I don't know. The Infamous games are good. Yeah, I'm not an AI advocate. I'm a developer. Like I've used some AI tools, but more just so it's good to know what they're capable of so that you can warn people about it and better represent your opinion like as a critic. But I'm not going to justify having done that. Thank you for the cruel compliment, James. Yeah, I probably shouldn't keep talking about AI, but Zoe said, you say Jesus loves me? That's great. What are my favorite fandoms? Thank you for the compliment on the glasses. I've noticed a lot of people have these glasses now, so I do feel a little bit like maybe I could get a different pair, maybe, but thank you. My favorite fandoms, I used to write Super Mario fan fiction when I was really young. These days, I don't know. There's nothing I really read in particular. But since I finished Amazing Digital Circus, I like that stuff, I guess. My favorite ship, I don't know. My partner has a lot of interests like that, so those things come to mind, I guess. I've been watching Witch Hat Atelier. That's definitely got one big ship that people are into. Kiefer and his buddy who watches over the atelier. Orugio. Never thought about that. What, like shipping? Oh, those two together. Yeah, it's like, yeah, fandom culture is pretty pervasive. Like, that kind of stuff. Like, it always happens. Like just like not because like I'm thinking about it, like I'm thinking about it, just because people put it into the ether. They're like as soon as they have the thought, like oh, ship these two. Yeah, do it. Like what's the problem? Like more everybody's happier. That's how some people see it anyway. Oh, you're talking Mario though. Oh, like Mario fanfiction. Yeah, I was just like writing about like the Koopa kids and stuff. I tried to make my own self-insert Koopa kid. That was a long time ago when I first got on the internet. There are a lot of good stories on there to read growing up, though. I don't think Jax is a self-insert. I understand the context for why you're saying that, but I don't think the creators expressed that character is like a self-insert other than like the one thing. If they said it, maybe, yeah. Yeah, really lovely show though. I feel lucky that I got to watch it kind of all at once in the span of like 2 days. It's because it's finally finished. Any examples of good self-inserts? Yeah, the Hercule Poirot books. Agatha Christie's got a good self-insert character. That's just the first thing that comes to mind because I've been reading those. Regular Show? Does that have a self-insert? I don't know. I know Regular Show, like all the characters. I'm really curious who the self-insert is at Regular Show then. I hope it's not the Gumball guy. Oh, Mordecai. Yeah, that makes sense. That show had some heart. I enjoyed that when I was younger. They got Tyler the Creator on that show. Gravity Falls I haven't really watched. I'm assuming that the Grunkle is the self-insert though. Oh, the kids. Okay. Yeah, that does make sense. The movie Superbad is a classic like self-insert. Like the guys who wrote it, like it very much was like what they fantasized about as kids, and like they started writing it when they were in high school, I think. User, I would interact with this question, but I know you're asking it like disingenuously, so I'm not going to do that. It wasn't written by Seth Rogen, another guy named Seth Goldberg, I think. I just had said that Superbad's, like, the two main characters were self-inserts for the people who wrote it. I'm guessing they didn't go to a lot of high school parties. Sad. But I can respect someone who's self-aware enough to cast Michael Cera as someone who's like them, so that's cool. A heart, thank you. I've gone to a college party. I could leave it. I don't think I drank the jungle juice. I think I pre-gamed. Yeah, I had a birthday party at school once. My friend made me a cake. It was really nice. And then I puked and I laid on the couch and that was it. I tried to crash a fraternity party once. Yeah, they didn't even let us in. We just said, like, hey, we're looking for Mike. They said, like, which Mike? And we were just like, Mike something. They were like, go away. But, yeah, college party, nah. I didn't really go to high school parties either. Not, like, real high school parties. There was no, like, drinking or anything going on. I went to, like, some like, speech and debate team parties. Pretty innocent. I mean, probably things happening behind closed doors. I was probably just unaware, more so, but it's not like people were, like, openly doing unhinged stuff. Aaron, you've been cool so far. You really think you're trying to get me to say that? What a nice award. Thank you, Brandon. Nothing wrong with what? Oh, when you mic. Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's what I should have said. If I had known that I wasn't going to get in, but I was there with a friend, so there was some pressure. I used to do some prank calls. Bend over. That's what I like to do. If anybody's got any questions, I'm going to wrap up soon. So if you're here now, I can definitely handle it. But yeah, I'm going to watch Jeff Gerstmann soon. Nothing wrong with that. What are we talking about, Abu? I started ranking in 64 games. I'll probably stream that sometime soon. Yep. Have a good day, Aaron. Jeff Gerstmann started doing that, so I thought, here's this middle-aged man who's telling me that all these games from my childhood are bad. Maybe I should just make my own list if he's going to be so subjective about it. Really, if there's a way, if I could mess with him in any way, that would bring me a lot of joy, and making my own list sounds fun too. An exercise worth it without him doing it, to be clear. So, anyway, I'm going to bounce. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for asking me questions. If you're watching if you're still around, if you want to follow me on YouTube or Twitch, like, I've got VODs or recordings on the YouTube, so you can watch this again. If you like to hear my voice, you can listen to my voice, listen to me talk. Some people like to do that. I have a secret ASMR channel. If you're really, really good at looking, I should make that, like, for real, just like a real one soon. But anyway, excuse me. Bye.